bit of bass. This is the sound that the partner and get down. Everyone must know. Been here before, now we're gonna give you more. It's time to let it show. The music is funky, girls are so fine. Yes, fellas, y'all better push up. So sweet and fine, oh, oh, it's too late. Parties are going, and it's time to make that move. Somebody gotta win, somebody's got to lose. Stop procrastinating and anticipating. In a New Jack City, there's no hesitating. Oh, city.
Real Hip Hop Heads Radio Live. This is what it's all about. Real Hip Hop Heads Radio Live.
Don't sound and warn you about playing them home games, like calling me out of my name. Some of y'all still gonna try to show off and get busted in your goddamn mouth. I won't understand how a man call a man a bitch or a hoe and be playing. In my book, that's a no-no. Your mouth the right to take that your ass can't cash, bro. Pop you on the butt for what? Niggas ain't got what they play too much. Willie did tap a bitch and that's it. Anything else is punk shit. I give you some of this or some of this. They just special effects, but you can bet I got something to make them hoes either fuck me black, cause homie don't play that. A lot of suckers got their ass kicked, cause hard heads and ranking don't mix. But if you're gonna cap on each other, you gotta know when it's getting personal, sucker. Instead of heating up your homeboy's grill. See, that's how niggas get killed. Fools like to jump when you're serious. So to kill the bullshit, I'll stop tripping with a period. Don't snatch my head off my head like we homies. And greet me with a buck cause you don't know me. Play with your mother or your father. You ain't got no pussy, I don't even wanna be bothered. And you better not act like you wanna swing. Cause I'm pretty good with some things. So call my bluff, do what you liking. I'ma make you read these Nikes. Wrestling ain't masculine. They say you wanna go to war instead of trying to test me. I was playing like an adolescent. We'll get your ass wrapped up like a present. Your compliments ain't nothing but racket. Your whole conversation is plastic. You say you like my new jacket. Jealous motherfucker even sounds sarcastic. It's in your voice when we shooting the shit. Maytag ass nigga ain't nothing but a bitch. Ain't got no back, cause you're always frontin' black. Man, homie, don't play that. I don't play that. say you're lucky. I wish I had a girl like that. I never smile because I know where they heart is at. All in front of my girl saying how pretty she look. Game recognized. I wrote the book. Got a good thing, hold tight, don't lose her, brother. You may as well straight up say you want to fuck her. Still waters run deep, man. It ain't nothing worse than one of rough like a friend. Call your crib when he know you ain't home. Trying to rap to your girl on the telephone. Snake in the grass, I see him coming. From a mile away, I start gunning. And every time one drop, you can get a call with their face on it in the mailbox. See, we ain't that cool. When you can play with my girl and try to get a free feel, fool. I conversate with her so long that I have to step in and stop you from going on and on. With that idle chatter, you say you just being friendly, ain't that a bitch? You can be my brother, I'm a father, but the fact is, homie, don't play that. I don't play that. Man, homie, don't play that.
Peace. What's good? This is Brother Peace. You have tuned in to Real Hip Hop Heads Conscious Radio. I'm sitting up in the camp with Conscious with a capital C, the young black Superman, and always the talented and beautiful Sister Ambition on a mission.
Hold on.
Got them
Okay.
knuckles.
Yeah, I felt that way too.
I felt like I couldn't hear myself or you. Sorry.
Wow. Black folk.
We just won't be heard to, Brother
We
Peace.
won't be heard
God.
to, Brother Peace.
You know, you leave and everybody asks where you at. I leave and nobody asks where I'm at.
Here we go.
Shit, I'll see you.
Superman gotta say the day sometimes. Damn.
They was like, they got the two light ones in there. We want the one with the melanin.
We want the chocolate.
Yo, peace. What up to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all live. We're trying to get Twitter working on this camp. We just got to get another device to go ahead and broadcast that. But in any case, what's good on the news market today? How about some healthcare?
You said some what?
Healthcare.
Oh,
good old healthcare. Yeah.
I mean, look, it crashed. What's his name? McConnell tried to get it passed through. It crashed. It didn't go anywhere. Now they what they want to do is repeal it, and then give it a 2-year shelf life, which means they're going to take Obamacare out, but repeal it, but they have to have something to replace it with. So they want to take it out, and then have their little shit go into effect 2 years later, right? But they don't have anything to replace it with. Their healthcare bill is getting nowhere. So if you take out Obamacare, people have nothing, because what you're supposed to be replacing it with, you have nothing.
Sure.
Huh?
Is your mic on?
Okay. Can anybody hear me? All right. Yeah.
Okay.
The healthcare, they swear up and down, the healthcare is not any good. It's cheating people. It's taking people's money. The premiums are too high. The whole thing. Okay. The reason why I'm saying something about this is because there are too many black folks without healthcare.
Oh yeah.
They have to. They have to rely on whatever state government issued medical care that they can get. And I think this is with Peach Care or something.
You said Peach Care?
Yeah.
I know that I thought it was gone because I know I had it years ago.
Whatever,
but
whatever
yeah,
the
they
state
got it still. Yeah.
Whatever the lowest health insurance you can get, that's free. The one that you don't have to pay for, that's what people have to go through, and the services that they actually are provided are limited, extremely limited. So you don't get.
Yeah.
If you get really, really sick, you asked out.
Pretty much.
They're not taking care of nothing. They don't want to give you any medicine. They don't want to do none of that shit. All right. Well, Obamacare came in and made it affordable for people to actually go ahead and pay for real insurance to where they could get a lot more coverage.
Right.
And
right.
get better treatment. Well, of course, you know, the white people, they're screaming and bitching. It's too expensive. No, that shit is no good. Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. No, the medical companies, these people are pulling out of that shit because it's taking money out their pocket. Okay, their bottom line is being affected, and they act like it's gonna kill them. You're still filthy ass rich. Okay,
exactly.
You're still filthy rich. It's not gonna kill your pocket. You're still gonna be a fucking billionaire. But because this is taking another $1 billion out your pocket, okay, you're getting $5 billion in profits. So what's the big deal about that $6 billion? That $1 billion. You're not gonna fucking miss it. But in any case, the plan that they want to come up with, of course, is not advantageous to everybody else. It's advantageous to the rich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you got Republicans that are even saying, no, we're not signing off on that. That's why it won't pass. You got the Democrats already, but the Republicans, they have the House and the floor. They got
That's
the
right.
majority. They got 52. Well, if you get the 52, that's the majority. Cool. They win it. But they got two to 4 or 5 that are saying, no, we're not signing off on it. So, ding, it's not going through. Now it's dead in the water, and they're trying to threaten to repeal the shit anyway. So Obamacare doesn't go, but they have to say, okay, well, it's going to repeal it, but it's going to take 2 years for it to actually die out. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that. You'll leave people with nothing. I have also student loans. These people are the student loans come from these trusts where there's all this money and shit right now. What they're saying now is these people that own the trust or whatever that control these trusts, they're actually in court and they're trying to make people pay up. They want all that, but to tune of $5 billion. They want people to pay up those student loans. Well, a lot of this shit might get wiped out. $5 billion in student loans might get just wiped out because those people are in court now. And once it leaves the trust hand and it goes to the next person and then it goes to the next person and so on and so forth. By the time it gets to whoever's borrowing the money, the student that's borrowing the money, it's got so many, it's like dope. It's been stepped on so many times. You don't know where the originator is. You know what I'm saying? You can't track it back to no damn body. Same thing with this. With these, it's like it's too many. They don't have enough paperwork or the paperwork that they need to provide to say, hey, well, these people got the loans, such and such. So without that paperwork and that proof, they may just lose out all that money. It's $5 billion. So I'm just gonna say like this: these people run the shit like the mob.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful because they're not gonna slide away easy like that. They're gonna come at people, but it's another ray of sunlight with this whole student loan shit because you know they've been ripping people off for years.
Please take mine.
all you educated folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. To all you Prince fans out there, I want. Yo, his ex-wife was Marta Garcia. I saw her on an interview, and you know they said, oh, Prince had a shitload of pills everywhere, all over his house. Pills everywhere. That's what he died. That's what they said when he died from overdose.
That don't even sound right.
They said he had pills everywhere, right? Everywhere in the house. He even had pills in other people's names, other people's prescriptions. I'm like, it sounds like a damn setup, dude. That dude, Princeton. I mean, you know, you can look at somebody after you've been around them for a while, you've been knowing them or seeing them for a while, and you could tell kind of what kind of person they are. Mm-hmm. Prince didn't come off as that half-ass drug addict, shit all over the damn house type. No, he didn't. No. But she came out, and the lady actually said, well, yeah, they said they had pills all over the house and other prescriptions from people and blah, blah, blah. And old girl, she's like, well, she said, did you see anything like that? She's like, well, to be honest with you, that wasn't Prince's MO. No. Exactly. She said, I've never seen any pills around his house. Especially not with, she said, now the only pills that he actually took was medicine because he had bad migraines.
Right.
Really bad migraines. So he took medicine for that. But a lot of times he would just ride the shit out because he didn't want to take the medicine. But the lady kept pressing the issue. She kept coming at her and kept on with the reports saying this and such. Every angle she tried to come at, she tried to reword it. Old girl stood fast. She's like, no, I didn't see that. That wasn't even him. Well, it wasn't even Prince. That's not his style.
Exactly.
You know, she was like, well, you know, Prince is he was an extremely private person. Mm-hmm. Very, very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And all of that they're talking about, she said, they were talking about the will. Well, they said the will, he doesn't have a will and blah, blah, blah. She said, well, actually, when I got pregnant, had our son or blah 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 and this that and other. He actually called me and told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of, and you and the baby, y'all, you will be taken care of. Don't worry about nothing. Because she was like, well, have you seen it? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't seen. I don't know.
Right.
She was really trying to pull her down the line and get her to say something. And normally, how they do it when they got these little conspiracies, okay, they want to kill Prince because he was talking about a whole lot of stuff as far as chemtrails and what the government's doing and all of that. Again, he's a black man. He's got a lot of clout.
Yeah.
Because he's rich as hell. Okay, he's got a platform where he can actually speak. He's got a huge following that will actually listen to him.
That's right.
If he starts to gain any type of significant following, guess what? They sick the dogs on him. Okay, hence this man so-called overdosed. They found him in the elevator, whatever. All these things that they're talking about, pills all over his house. That's not him.
But that's like a coincidence too, because didn't Mike? He was supposedly died of pills too. That's crazy.
But I think it was some injections too that the
doc
was giving him to sleep.
Induced type shit though.
I think they got that doctor. I think he's out of jail now. I think they got that doctor to fall on the sword.
Oh, they did. They paid him good when he got out too.
Yeah. This money will be here when you get out. But we're gonna need
just
this.
Take the fall. Yep.
Yeah, somebody got to take the fall in order for this story to work. Well, Prince was on that. Hey, we need to tighten up. We need to pay attention to what they're doing, man. They're destroying the planet. They're destroying us and such and such. Now all of a sudden he just up and died of a drug overdose, and you're trying to make it like he's a pill head and this, that, and other, and all that. Goddamn. But this is what they do. You know, some people like, hey, you see on the internet all the time, they killed the Prince, Illuminati, and all. You see all these things. Yeah. Don't look. It's not too far off. Okay, that man was killed by some kind of organized entity, I should say. I'm not going to say exactly what because I don't know exactly what happened, but I do believe that he didn't die like they said he died. I do believe he had help in his death.
Oh,
in his demise. I do believe he had some help because the brother was spitting some real shit. You know, but she stood fast and she didn't cave in.
Yeah, she stood. They were expecting her to do.
Exactly. Because see, what they started thinking, like, we need to find the weak person. Okay, she might need money now. Let's throw some money at her, get her an interview, get her to talking, get her to agree to what we said. Once we get somebody that's been in his corner to agree to what we said, that's going to solidify the story. And then we can go ahead and close the book and put it up. Okay, another successful assassination of a black charismatic character. Okay, that's what we can do, but she didn't do it. So now they got to sit here and try to figure out who else they can actually get at, you know what I'm saying, to try to solidify the story so they can close the book on it. But anyway, I had to let you guys know that. As you know, or may not know, if you got your head under a rock or some shit, you may not know this. I don't understand how you don't know it. But the war is on. The war has begun. All right. The scales of justice are terribly imbalanced, as we all know. The line in the sand has been drawn between black and white. You could try to dress it up. You could try to pour syrup on it, sweeten it up, doll it up, do whatever you want. But the old saying goes, if it's a turd in the middle of that road, I don't care what you put on it, how well you try to push it, it's still a fucking turd. No amount of perfume is going to stop the smell. It's still a turd. So that line in the sand between the two races has been drawn in the sand, okay? And now what we have is, we already know, the ones that already know prophetically that which side I'm on. We already know what side we on, all right? And they got their people, but you have those few that are tickling across that line, okay, which are the coons, and the white people call them nigger lovers. Those ones there are the ones that's on that line, straggling that line, trying to figure out, okay, which side they're gonna go with. You know, are they gonna ride with this? They're gonna ride with, where's it gonna benefit me the most? Okay, and later on in the show, we got some incidents from a couple of people, celebrities, might I add, that are actually straddling that fence right now, trying to figure out what side they're gonna drop on. I think both of these people decided to go on the side of the white folks. But you guys stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute.
West Sea affiliate here. Going up the double. Yeah. Going up the double. I'm with this. What we going up? Going up the double. All you bust ass niggas out there. I got my motherfucking homeboys in the house. My nigga Ice Cube back here. Back to set the record straight for all the bust ass niggas who trip. This all we do it, nigga. Front, back, side to side. We be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up? Front, back, side to side. We be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up?
What's up?
Niggas clear the lane, here I come once again with this gangster clique, dropping this gangster shit. Strictly for the riders who riders. I got a west side of rhymer for them niggas that's sitting on them bait wires. Pump the bass, hit the switch, cause Ice Cube Max in the dub C's back up in the B I hitch. Straight Custer for life, ain't no looking back, ink in my flesh, west side tatted on my chest. Walking with the shadow of death through the land of the scandalous, South Central Los Angeles. Home of the Crips and the Bloods, where even the strongest niggas are drugged through the mud. And visitors from out of town, best to stay in Hollywood. You get the tourist ass kick stolen through my hood. West Coast to the casket drop, I'll be throwing it up, so motherfucker, what's up? It's Gun Ho Mac 1, no please. You can't fuck with these. Ice Cubes and Dub C's is my G's in hip hop. Top 3 niggas, the new bosses, never slipping cause we flosses. Packing Nina Rosses, nigga. Thought you knew how we do it. Ain't a damn thing changed our way on them things forever in a day. So back up, give me room, don't neglect, just respecting everything. I can't check out wreck, and you can cross out the busts and snitches. Shit, only killers, hoochie bitches, and hot hydraulic switches are loud. On the turf where the real hogs dwell. Sold up the hood, the fattest voters on the block for sale. Inglewood City, the throne, my call home. Niggas be so bright, you might need your locs on the bell too. It's being no end with Mac 10, then I gotta confess up. Nigga, this wet's up for life. Back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up? Front, back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up? Now I got to show you how the West Coast rocks. No razor blades in my mouth, just a Glock, and I'm hitting you up with that WS. The sun rises in the east, but it sets in the west. No goatee, you get to reap. So hand me the goodies, stocking mask, no hoodies. Christmas Day, I'm in a tray. While some of you niggas got the wrong reindeer and a sleigh. We don't call it 5-0, we call it one time. It's my life, my life, my life, my life. In the sunshine, 1-9 weighs a ton. How the fuck you think that the West was won? Now shit can be squashed over a 40 ounce of backwash. No jokes, Atlanta lopes and hundreds folks. In the East, we can be brothers, but when you come to LA, watch your motherfucking colors. West Front, nigga. Back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up? Front, back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up? Give it up, like a nigga James Brown. Me and my niggas are putting it down. So busters be weary, cause see we represent the city. When niggas caught slipping, it's left with their brains tripping. City of the angels, more like a concrete jungle full of Max Cadillacs and crack sacks. I pledge allegiance to the shit till I die. So let the 520 slide and put it down from the west side. Front, back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up? Front, back, side to side, we be giving it up till the day we die. Niggas hit me up, I'ma have to erupt. So motherfucker, what's up?
Hey.
Sister Ambition.
Yeah, you better ring that damn alarm because I'm finna act a damn fool today. Anyway, this is this day with social media madness. Let's just get into this shit real quick. R. Kelly, let's just get him in and out because he's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so you know everybody's saying that R. Kelly has this cult thing going on with the young girls.
Yeah.
Well, one of the victims broke her silence on Tuesday. So they're saying that the singer is holding young women captive, and Jocelyn Savage, whose father Timothy was the one that was on. I don't know if you guys seen the press conference. They had a press conference. The father,
I heard
we were watching it together. It might have just been me, but yeah, she's claiming that the father's claiming that his daughter is a member of R. Kelly's cult. So what the young lady was telling TMZ was that he needs to stop. Like that's not what it is. It's not a cult. He basically didn't take her you know take her and do all these things, and she's saying that her father basically is embarrassing her. But other people that were in that same situation, I think it was 3 of them, came with the same story, and that's how the parents got wind of what was going on with their daughter.
Right.
Because one of them actually seen, and she just was like, I'm out of here. I can't do this no more. First of all, I already know, young girls are fascinated with R. Kelly already. So, any chance they can get, he's a star. But, these people are basically saying that this man is brainwashing these young ladies. I mean, I have no doubts in my mind. He's already came up with several accusations years ago. I mean, the whole thing with Aaliyah was, I was completely disgusted. The child was 15 years old. He was a grown ass man. It's just crazy. So, they're just saying that basically, I guess in Atlanta, he has a house in Atlanta and Chicago. These girls are told when to go to bed, what to eat. They have to ask permission to use the restroom. Of course they're doing all kind of sexual crazy shit. And the parents are pissed. Savages, they're absolutely pissed. They're trying to bring charges, to R. Kelly. Like I said, I've never watched his little tape. I've never had no desire to. Think it's just fucking disgusting. He is a damn pedophile. And I was looking at a article, actually it was a video of him talking about his mom. And there's something really serious going on with that. His mom passed away in 93, but he was talking about when they first went to McDonald's, and I should have let you play it. Maybe we can do it later, but they were talking about McDonald's and how she used to take them to McDonald's because they couldn't really afford nothing, so they'd have to share a Danish. And she would get a cup of coffee, and he kept saying, my mom always wore this cheap lipstick, but when she drank the coffee off the coffee, the cheap lipstick would be on the cup, and then I would drink off the side where her lipstick was. Like I turned the cup and make sure I drank off the side. And he was just like, I just loved my mom, like everything about her behind the mid. It was really creepy. And then he was saying, I even asked my mom to marry me once, and she said no, and I understood. So I don't know what the deal is with that. It's just the interview was very eerie. Just put it that way. The way he was talking, it was very disturbing. It was just too much. And I mean, I understand a son or any child loves their parent, but it was just different.
It was a fucked up vibe.
Yeah, it was very disgusting.
Let's call it what it is. It's fucked up.
I mean, he was like, yes, I turned the cup. She wears this cheap lipstick, and I made sure I turned the cup. She'd give me the cup, and I would turn it right where her lipstick was and drink off the lip. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Freak.
Yeah. So these little quote so-called allegations, I'm not even remotely thinking that it's not true, because he probably has some crazy shit going on. He's very disgusting. Just put it that way. I'm like done with R. Kelly. So
you know what? After that first incident where he urinated on the young girl, I was like, damn, my man, you need to get some help.
Yeah.
You need to get some help. You should have been locked up. Okay.
I agree.
But they didn't. Obviously, he paid some people off, whatever. But now, and see, he went quiet. He went dark for a long time. He went dark.
Yeah.
You hear shit out of R. Kelly. They was like, look, man, we
That's
managed
when
to
they
cover.
started, singing out, "Step in the Name of Love" and all them "Jesus help me" and "I wish," trying to be all conservative all of a sudden, and then as soon as this shit died away, then you back in the closet.
Holier than thou and all that shit. They're
Never
like, dude,
attended.
he fucking went away for a long time behind that shit. He came out with all those "Coming to Jesus" songs and whatnot, and now his ass got comfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's the way he is. Okay,
I
we've
agree.
seen the real side of R. Kelly. All
I
right?
agree.
So now he got comfortable. Ain't nothing changed
No.
in him. He just was told by the people that surround him that's milking him for his money. Look, we got rid of this shit. You need to cool the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get out the public eye. Let everybody forget about R. Kelly, and then you start making some more music. Working on your music. When you start putting that music out, it's gonna be that "Come to Jesus" music. Okay, ease people back into R. Kelly. But since R. Kelly didn't get any type of help with these issues he got, they're still remaining. Now his ass is out and he's comfortable. He put out fucking a bunch of albums and shit since then.
Yeah.
Now his ass is comfortable. And that other R. Kelly, that what it called, Kels?
Yeah. Kells.
Kels came the fuck back out. Kels is on the street right now. Kels got a fucking a cult.
Yep.
He's taking people's kids. You know what I'm saying? But if your kids are not, if they're not underage, see, that brings in the other part of this.
Well, they were saying that they're of age, but they're young. They're still young.
See, that's what the
He's
problem
50.
is. That's what it's still.
So these girls are probably 18.
By law.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't make a difference.
Oh, I agree.
By
I
law,
agree.
18, you're grown. So the parents are actually now, unless he breaks another law and assaults them against their will or some shit like that,
Right.
or if he's holding them against their will. They had one girl that came out and to refute what the parents are saying.
Yeah.
And she's saying everything is hunky dory. It's all groovy over there, oh no, everything's cool and blah blah blah, and yeah, I'm a better place in my life and such and
That's
such and all
probably the
that.
daughter.
That's whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But my take on it is the war is on between white and black. Simple as that. Okay, the line has been drawn in the sand, and now you have folks that are thinking, those coons that are thinking that they actually are being accepted by the white folks because they're doing what these white people do. Okay. But what they don't realize is sooner or later, they're gonna get kicked to the curb. And then when you get kicked to the curb, the white folks don't want your ass no more. You better get out of town by sundown, or we're gonna hang your ass, nigga. But then you try to get out of town, but you try to come across that fucking line that's been drawn in the sand. You done betrayed your own goddamn people. So now where the fuck you going? Now he has a huge problem going on now.
He's trying to pull a Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people were saying too, is what's the difference between R. Kelly and Hugh Hefner? One's white,
Hugh's
one's
white.
black. That's the bottom line. One has privilege, the other one doesn't.
Exactly.
So that's what it is. But yeah, so
Clown.
like I said, and even with the Aaliyah thing, that kind of got me, I don't know if that was before, because they were married for a year.
Was she underage?
She was
15.
14. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was 15.
But you know what? Again, did you hear her parents saying anything, objecting?
That was my point, because I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get into it further because I'm like, somebody had to give permission.
Yeah.
And if you anyway,
pimp their child, pimp their child.
pretty much. This was a blow to Oprah's network because Tyler Perry signed with Viacom. Yep, he has signed a long-term deal with Viacom that could help the fortunes of that embattled media conglomerate. Because Viacom was having some problems too. So of course they're
So he went to the aid of the white people. Viacom is white.
No shit. So
Soul to
actually,
soul.
he what he did, he agreed to produce 90 episodes annually of original drama and comedy series for BET and other Viacom networks. So, Viacom will also have exclusive distribution rights to Tyler Perry's short form video content, and Paramount Pictures Group will have first look rights on his feature film concepts. So the film deals start immediately. but the video components won't begin until 2019 when his agreement with OWN expires. So the Viacom deal will run all the way through to 2024. So, Viacom, like I said, was having problems with their merge with CBS. So basically, like you said, he's coming to the aid of Viacom now when, eventually, OWN TV was having problems and he went over there and helped Oprah. So now he's, what they're doing is they're playing the fence because they were like, for many, he added Viacom. Basically, that's OWN's loss, letting Tyler go.
Yeah.
That's his loss. So, and it'll be Viacom's game. So,
There's more to it. There's more to it.
Oh, there's a whole lot more to it. And like I said, I'm shocked that he even did, her like that. But like you said, ain't no telling what's going on behind the scene.
On that R. Kelly thing, B Life said he wrote a song called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" for Aaliyah.
I remember that.
He
I
wrote
remember
that.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's when she was under his
Tutelage.
under him. Yeah, back in the day when she first came out, she was under R. Kelly.
Under his tutelage, as the white people call it.
Mm-hmm.
It was more than some tutelage.
It's tooted and booted.
Pretty much. So yeah, that's going on with R. Kelly and OWN. He's about to cross over.
Hey, B Life.
Not R. Kelly.
Keep an eye on that mailbox,
Perry,
homie.
sorry.
Keep an eye on your mailbox. Oh yeah. Hey, and by the way, I meant to say it. I meant to call you without the time difference, and I know you'd be busy and whatnot. But hey, that was good work. That's good work you put in, G. I just had to say that. My man B Life. I'm not gonna say where he's from, but my man, he put in some work, man. Folks got to acting rowdy, and he had to go bare knuckles on the motherfucker, and he put in some good work. I'm just saying, next time we're gonna take that motherfucker ass on a trunk ride. But that's what I'm talking about. See, some real soldiers do real shit.
Anyway, DMX.
Please don't tell me that fool's in jail.
Income tax.
Oh shit, he going to jail.
Yeah, he going to jail.
He's going back to jail.
Yeah.
Yo, dog, where am I going? Where am I going?
Yeah, he was arrested Thursday.
The fuck out of here.
And charged with tax fraud by the U.S. attorney. The IRS, yeah. He owes, according to them, he concealed millions of dollars in income from the IRS and avoided paying $1.7 million in taxes. So yeah, your ass is grass. DMX, he said that he's charged with 14 accounts. One account of corruptly endeavoring to obstruct and impede the due administration of internal revenue laws. One count of evasion of payments of income taxes, 6 counts of evasion of assessment of income tax liability, and 6 counts of failure to file a U.S. individual income tax return.
He probably didn't slap somebody ass up that came to his door talking that shit.
Well, what they were saying is that between 2010 and 2015, he earned like 2.3 million. And what he was doing, not only that, but he was like putting different names on shit, so it wouldn't be.
Also, they couldn't trace it back to him.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I get it.
B Life said he going to the dog pound.
Yeah, he is. You know what? It's just a matter of when. That's gonna be the next thing. You follow that story. It's gonna be the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
The DMX famed rapper from so been locked up.
Yeah, so they were saying.
God damn.
They were saying that he would deposit like his royalty checks into his manager's account, who dispersed it to him in cash, so he used it to pay his personal expenses. So it would go in the manager's name, and then the manager would give it to him in cash.
What you jackass! They issued the check in your name. If you're gonna do the royalties, motherfucker, don't cut a check.
Exactly.
You just give this dude the money. Once you cut a check, now you got a paper trail. And the large sums of money, they gotta go up. I think it's after what, $10,000.
Yeah.
After what, $9,999.
Yep.
It's got to be reported. Once it gets to 10,000, it's got to be reported to the IRS. God damn, D, I thought you were smarter than that.
I think he just like being in jail. I don't know. Every time you turn around, if you hear any story about DMX, it's always he's in jail or going to jail or arrested.
I understand, you're trying to keep it hood and all that shit, but goddamn, dude.
What's hood about that?
Look at all the fucking money that you done generated, you know what I'm saying, for yourself. And when it's all over, you right back where you started. What in the fuck was the purpose? Because you just like the fame, or you just like to be seen and heard, or what the fuck, man? At some point, you think when he started, he was young. Okay, you rough as hell. You from the hood. Got you. But over these last 20 years, you ain't learned shit? God damn. Dude, this is one of the things that's keeping black people from rising. All right. This shit right here, dumb shit like that. Now, mind you, DMX, I'm a fan of DMX. I like his music. I think the dude's cool. All right, but he ain't doing cool shit. All right, he's not using his head. All right, running around acting fucking silly.
His head. He got 11 damn kids.
Yeah, well, that motherfucker. And look, that probably child support all back behind on that shit.
It is. That's why he went to jail for one of his deaths. He had like 15 damn accounts.
See, you know what? And then on top of that, you give these white people more ammunition to fucking fight us with, because you guys get up a lot of, and he's not the only one. There's a lot of them get up there, man, and they have these large sums of money, and they don't do anything with it. But then I'm thinking, okay, if you have longevity in the business and you last, if you last 10 years in that business, that's a long time.
Yeah.
You talking about 10, 15 years, you still ain't learned. It's like, damn, I need to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Especially you got women spitting out kids all over the damn place. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Anyway, AMQ.
You are absolutely correct.
Damn.
It doesn't have nothing to do with
Come
tax
on,
fraud
dudes.
either. Name a song that talks about love and peace. We got Self-Destruction, Buddy, When My Homies Call, Common, Come Close, UNITY, Queen Latifah, and One Love Bob Marley. Constance didn't answer, and neither did Brother P.
Love and Happiness by Al Green.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And When You Needed Roses by the Daz Band.
Oh, I like that.
Love by Music Soul Child.
There you go, right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, matter of fact.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, there it is there. Okay, I don't want awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
White people
Sugar
there.
Bear, yeah.
Oh shit. Here
Anyway, on that note, this is Social Media Madness with Sister A. Until Monday, you guys have a good weekend. Be safe.
Keeping your speakers thumping with the hip hop you love. Real Hip Hop Heads Conscious Radio.
Sound good to me. This sound hard, some funky people gon' dance to. Give the record a second and a chance to. Hitting people like a scene of amazement. While they slipping back, my feet is planted in the pavement. Crumble like I never do. So now I'm looking dead at you. What are you gonna do? You listen to the knowledge of a scholar. You say how I breathe, tell them how I holler. I'm the E-double, and I proclaim my name. Straight up, good game, peeps all game. I'm like a rhino, running through the roughest pack. They figure I'm a trigger happy nigga, so they step back. Breathe. The microphone is boot lasts the longest, so news is strongest. It ain't a game, it's plain to see. You listen to the sounds of breathe. There ain't no future in your front. I never got caught with a kilo, and if you ever do, yo, it never be with me, yo. Serve it in the Cherokee, or maybe it's a Geo. Like I'm Black Ben, so we'll get it up for me, yo. Never have to worry about my posse getting jumped, cause if we ever do, yo, TB, pop the trunk. Cause we don't go for playing when I play to grab a ball. When I'm on the mic, I ain't for playing not at all. Cause I clock 10 G's a week, booming at my peak. Always see East sober, but I do get geek. I can give you a job, a place to eat. Hard and meet your homeboy Marty at a B.O.B. Party taking over, barking like a dog named Rover. I'm picking suckers like a 4-leaf clover. They biting words on the Michael Jackson's cobras. So now they saying egg breeders get no. But ain't no future in your front. I'm the B, the R to the double E-G, and down with my homie G-A-S-N-O-E, and suckers causing static cause they still be disagreeing. I don't give a, cause I'm from F-L-I-N-T in a city where pity runs slow. If you ever shoot through my city, now you know, cause we are strictly business and we also got a pride. And if you don't like it, I suggest you break wide. Suckers study looking for the amber when he wired, thinking that illegal is the best one, so they die. I ain't got time to see a fiend out to give up all his money and he give up what he got. That's the way I am, and see, we cannot be different. Never change the ways for the world or the government. If it was the president, then I would state facts. You leave it up to me, I paint the White House black and ain't no future in your front. There ain't no future in your front. I got dollars in my pocket, not from rolling. If I was a fiend, then my gold would be stolen. Put my name breed on everything I own. And when I get my Jeep, I'm putting breed on the chrome. Shine it up good, kick it through my neighborhood. Motorola phone, fat rims, and a Kenwood. Put the kid around it, and then I'll have it drop. Just because the riding people think I'm selling rocks, but ain't no future in your front. There ain't no future in your front. The flash when it drops that. True to the rules of the world. Live my life raw, cause I never liked the law. Wear top 10s on my ass, use jeans. Selling big gates and tip for tat to the fiends. Got much dollars, but I never break a sweat. Time to move out. My posse saying, you got my back and I got yours. What time is it? Tear down the door. It ain't no future in your front. Never was, cuz. There ain't no future in your front. Okay, well, let's start this party up, right? Kick out that fat thing.
Ooh.
They're not ready for me.
Make them ready. you know, when you're small. I know back in our day, your mom would tell you to go to the store and give you a couple of dollars, and you looking like this is not enough.
Make
it enough. Get smacked in your
Smoke dog's mother's favorite word. This ain't enough. Make it enough,
nigga. Or there's words they call you a little bitch. Little bitch. Damn. I thought you was my mother.
That'd be Robert.
Real quick. Birthdays. Real quick. Riley Curry.
That's the daughter of Steve Curry?
Yeah. That's the older one or the younger one?
Older one.
6?
5.
Yeah, that's still little.
John Jones.
I don't know who that is.
UFC fighter.
30.
If this was The Price is Right, you would have won $500. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Aldridge 28.
25.
32.
Damn.
I was gonna say 30. I'm like, I wasn't quite sure when he came in.
All right, so I need y'all to check this out. This Saturday, we're having the first annual Book and Bag Independent All-Star Game and Concert. So all of us independent artists out here in Atlanta are putting on a basketball show. Some of them performing, and it's going back to school, and all the proceeds go to the kids and everything like that. It will be at Andrew and Walter Young Family YMCA on 2220 Campbell Road, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
You say Campbell?
Campbell.
Oh.
Campbellton.
Oh.
DJ Khaled. No, there's not even a rumor. It's been talked. He shot a music video, and there was a horse in that music video, and it's said that they had to put the horse down.
Why?
Because he broke its back.
He was riding on it.
He kept getting off and on the back.
That big motherfucker know better than that.
So yeah,
this dude.
Rest in peace to that horse.
Hey, homie, you need to hook up with Marie Osmond and Oprah.
You know the crazy thing about it is, you remember when tax season was around and he was like in his club.
Yeah.
But his fat ass was sitting on. He was sitting on the
look.
couch.
He don't realize he's hot. how they just made him. You went up there and danced a fucking straight jig. You're obviously overweight like a motherfucker. It's obvious you don't work out at all. You ain't never worked out a day in your fucking life. And you go, because of the money, sit on do a commercial like that. And you talking about you own a fitness club. You sitting there spread all across the couch and shit. Talking about you own a fitness club. God damn.
Well, poor little horse. Rest in peace.
Man, I hate to see shit like
I'm
this.
surprised some damn animal rights activist people ain't came out and start digging off in his ass.
Probably paid him off.
Jeez, man.
Well, while we was on R. Kelly, we might as well get on his friend Usher.
Oh shit. That's your boy.
Who?
Usher.
Oh no, I seen you dancing the other day to Let It Burn.
Everybody out there fucking knows. Brother Peace ain't dancing no motherfucking Usher. Usher gets no play in my ride.
I like Usher. Some Usher.
He had to pay over
Oh shit.
$1 million to a woman that he slept with because he gave her herpes.
He shouldn't have to pay her shit. You know why I say that? Because, bitch, you should have fucking made him wrap that shit up. You know he's a damn superstar. You know he get out there and he get with it. So that's your damn fault. Groupie.
You know what? And actually,
Groupie got the hoogly moogly.
and actually, it's not a crime if you transfer a sexually transmitted disease to somebody else. If you didn't do it on purpose, you didn't set out and it wasn't premature. It's not a fucking crime. Hell, they have problems when people actually go out and do that purposely. They have problems prosecuting them people. If you didn't purposely do that shit, it's not a crime.
Yeah, they said his doctor labeled him as an asymptomatic carrier of the disease.
Also, it doesn't show in his body. He's just a host.
Yeah, and so when he told the girl, he told her, "I'm negative."
Oh, he didn't
You
fully
said,
disclose.
What he get? He herpes, right?
Yeah,
He didn't
Well,
fully
you can't
disclose.
you can't get
Yeah,
rid
you
of that.
have it.
You
might
ain't
be.
gonna get rid of it either.
Some people it'll sit in their bodies. You know what I'm saying, and they won't see any effects from it. But it's the virus is still there. But the other person that you get with, if they're not, they get affected from it because they're not like him.
But whose fault is that? Like, really, you're suing somebody? Come on now.
Hey, you should have wrapped it up.
You should have told him to wrap it up, or you shouldn't have did it. I mean, I'm not justifying shit for Usher, but come on now, because y'all want to be with celebrities so damn bad.
Was it Tamika Foster?
Yeah, his ex-wife.
Yeah, well, this is her bridesmaid that is doing this.
Hey, dude, they just played the fuck out of him, straight up.
Uh-huh.
They played the hell out of
Tamika
his
got
ass.
her 2 kids.
Yeah,
And her paper. And
girl, now you go on in there and get him next.
Mm.
That motherfucker gonna be broke soon.
Well, yeah, $1.1 million check to her. So
there must be some other shit intel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he paid her off to not say everything
some
that
other
happened.
stuff. Yeah,
That's all that was.
probably some dude in the mix too. Something.
Luke Cage, remember?
Yeah, what happened to it?
Well, I don't know.
He's married to a white woman.
Well,
Black superhero marries a white woman. Black by day, sleeping white by night.
Tyrese was actually supposed to play Luke Cage.
Nah.
Nah.
Look too short, my man.
But
Stick to the Fast and Furious.
Green Lantern.
Tyrese?
Yep.
He's playing it?
He'll be playing Green Lantern.
No, I can see that. He got that.
So, and they said he's been doing this for a while, trying to get in one of these superhero movies.
I just don't see him as a superhero though. He's just not.
He needs to be.
He needs to Transformers or fucking Baby Boy or some shit like that.
He needs to be dead. If he wants, he needs to be Deadpool because he can be an asshole. He can
It's that Baby Boy.
I love you, Jody. But yeah, so we give it up to him, and I think I already said this before. I can't remember his name. Dude played Bobby Brown.
Oh yeah.
He'll be playing. Yeah, he'll be playing Spider-Man.
Wow.
Yeah, whenever they decide to make it,
and that's gonna be a big issue. It's gonna be a big issue.
It was because Childish Gambino tried to be Spider-Man, and
I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna be every time we try to play a superhero, the one of theirs like Batman or Superman or one of them, it's an issue. But they're also pissed off about the Black Panther movie too.
I'm waiting for. I have not seen
I-
a preview of it yet.
I've seen it on Facebook. They got a great cast too.
But you know who opened the floodgates for that was Captain America with that
with the black guy.
with when he put him into the movie, people start asking, well, why didn't he have a movie? So of course, sooner or later it's gonna come. So
You know what? A lot of these stories, a lot of these superhero characters, a lot of times these ideas came from a black person.
Oh yeah.
It was the actual character in its original form was somebody black, black superhero or something like that. And they took that and diced it up and put their little spin on it and shit. Bam, now you got this white hero. They steal every fucking thing, dude.
Everything.
Watch it. Let's stick your damn eyelashes.
or you can just be like, what is it?
Punk asses.
Ronnie, is that what it is? Ronnie DeBow? Just cut them off. Just cut them all off. You won't even have to worry about it.
He said cut them all off. God damn, homie.
Last but not least, hip hop has dethroned rock and roll as the most consumed music genre in the United States.
Well, black people. What the thing is, black people invented rock and roll.
Yes, we did.
So it ain't that's nothing new. It's just one art form. Take another art form. That's all it is. But it's black. We the ones invented that. You think because white people get down there and and all that other shit, black people can do the same shit. We just like to put some bass with our shit and make it sound differently. The white folks want to make it sound like you're killing some goddamn body. But black folks invented rock and roll. It's like we invented hip hop, and it only surpassed it because white mainstream media and suburbia has taken over hip hop. They pay for it. Now they've stole it and took it. Now it's on all the fucking commercials. They're scratching with it. They're rapping. They got white people hopping around trying to fucking rap and looking fucking retarded. Because before, when it first came out, we was all a bunch of goddamn thugs. You see, I can actually say, your mom can actually say, dude, this is our era. We're our era. Be like, no, we the ones that brought hip hop to America, to the mainstream. But we were also there when it first started. And we were also there when they ridiculed the fuck out of us because we were listening to it or dancing to it or popping or breaking or whatever you want to call it. We were there. But see, over the last 30 years, look at it. All of a sudden now they don't complain about it. Now you got white people trying to dress hip hop, trying to talk black. They got white people trying to fucking do everything.
All
and
the
you got some
commercials.
You got some that
hip-hop.
actually done mastered the shit and can really get down.
Yeah.
But see, like they always do. It's fucked up if they don't know nothing about it. Okay, it's fucked up if they can't do it. But they got people in the back while they're ridiculing us. There's people in the back in the mirror trying to perfect that shit. Look at the videos and shit, trying to get it all down. And once they get it down and they come out, bam, now they accept it and they take over. And now they steal it.
With that, Superman was going on break until Monday. Peace.
You know it ain't no stopping all the dogs I'm dropping. It's Friday night, so everything is popping. I got stand to spin on the head, so let the games begin. Yakety yak, don't talk back or a song. Calling up Earl on the court phone. Mac 10 just got out of court, rolling through the hood in a super sport cover too short. 18's got the rear view mirrors vibrating and deep dish dating. You know how we do it. Ain't nothing to it but the floss. Overcrowding Harrison Ross, cause if you fuck with ours, we leave scars. Out of G-Ride cars, living like stars. Might hit the highway on the Vegas run, fool, cause it's Friday. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care, oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care, standing outside on a Friday, living on the edge. Cause we all got them hard heads. It seems like we all are waiting for the drive-by, playing tag with Satan, but we chillin'. Yeah, we ready and willing. You hear about the latest West Side killing? 40 sipping, set tripping, 4 dipping, pistol gripping, never slipping. BG's trying to hang out, but OG saying take your little ass in the house. My big homie just got
in a sweatshirt, khakis, and Chuck Taylors. Just seen them in the driveway, getting beat like a smoker, dude, cause it's Friday. Oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care, oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care, oh. Why must I be like that and chase the cat? Or settle for a hood rat? Dookie braids, no dreadlocks, flying in and out of town with half a chicken in a cock. And I love her, cause she down to fuck around with the underground pussy ham. And her ass is big, round and wide, jacked up, make a nigga down the ride. Smoking Indo, playing that Super Nintendo. Hit her rat-a-tat on my window, gave her ass that pelvic thrust. Don't trust the rubber cause it's bound to bust. In the oven, in a nappy, I had on two, so I was happy. Cause that HIV'll make your dick hang sideways. And that ain't cool, fool, cause it's Friday. Throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care, oh yeah, throw your neighborhood in the air. If you don't care, throw the west side in the air. Throw the east side in the air. Throw the south side in the air. Throw the north side in the air. Oh yeah.
Damn, y'all. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, you got to shout. Too hard to fall. Call it. Do him. Do it to him like this. I wanna load up, knock back, don't miss. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Got the preacher right talking about rock that shit. All they do is say the man name. You watch them in the bitches start coming. Well, shit. They know I got that wood form. If they in the hotel room and get the dick, that's good for 'em. Big pussy in the soft bit. Bitch, I got to get you. Tell me what you gonna do.
The word is out. Real Hip Hop Heads Radio Live is your place for real knowledge, real hip hop. You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody.
If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, nigga, I'm too deaf to listen. Too shy to step aside. I'm too hard to fall apart. I'm too cold to get old. I'm too hip to trip. When I'm here, they gotta have it. Right lines so loud, they jump off the tablet. It's Michael Tyler, not Black Sabbath. It's Friggin' Hunter. So watch out for the cat parrot. I'm a whole anchor now. The hot enchilada, big truck driver. Hitting hookers is a side high. Tucking ducks like the paper from my lyrics. My real job. Got figures in my shit tight. Got another album and contract. Bitch, get right. Hold a crowd like a fist fight. Take my time with it if it takes me sun up to midnight. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, nigga, I'm too deaf to do stuff. Too shy to slip aside. I'm too hard to fall apart. I'm too cold to get old. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, nigga, I'm too deaf to do stuff. Too shy to slip aside. I'm too hard to fall apart. I'm too cold to get old. I'm too hip to trip. I'm too mad to try to have it. That's right. I'm too bad and too low for you to hold. Too tight to outright. Too strong to outsong. Too much to outbuzz. Loud talk, shit, and cuss. Foul dog, grim, and duck. Wild start to get and crushed. And paper towels and toilet tissue. Start to intercept the table. Clean your plate and wash the dishes. Can I please get a sauce cup? And if they don't give me my Grammy, I feel so sorry for your mother. And after that, I'm going to get jive. I didn't bust my ass. Y'all ain't do y'all job. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, nigga, I'm too deaf to do stuff. Too shy to slip aside. I'm too hard to fall apart. I'm too cold to get old. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, nigga, I'm too deaf to do stuff. Too shy to slip aside. I'm too hard to fall apart. I'm too cold to get old. If it ain't live, it ain't me. Oh, nigga, I'm too deaf to do stuff. Too
Peace. What's good? This is Brother Peace. We are back at the top of the hour. If you guys have not heard already about Michael Vick, amongst other things that we'll be going into, but Michael Vick's remarks that he made concerning Colin Kaepernick and him sitting out and him trying to get back into the NFL. His words were not encouraging to white people, it was, but to black people, it was none other than coonery. You guys take a listen to this. Okay, you guys don't take a listen to that. Hold on, we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, all right. Anyway, he was going into saying Colin Kaepernick, in order for him to get back into the league, what he's going to have to do, okay, basically cut his hair. No corn, not even try to put it in cornrows or whatever. So no afro, no cornrows, which is basically our culture. Okay, that's part of. I mean, we do stuff to our hair. Okay, this dude's a fucking football player. He goes out there in one of the most gruesome fucking sports or activities that you can be involved in, and gets mangled. I mean, these dudes walk away with massive brain injuries and shit, man. A lot of them can't even function when they leave the game. Bodies are all broken to hell. You know what I'm saying? And because they're out there playing football, throwing a piece of leather around, getting paid. All right. They leave the game and the NFL will shit on them. If they have enough time to retire, you get what, 60,000, 80,000, whatever.
Right.
It's nothing close to what the hell they were used to making. But he's saying that because he's actually saying that the NFL didn't blackball him, okay, because of his stance on the oppression and the brutalization of black people and people of color and all that. He's saying it's because of his last two seasons. He didn't have, his last two seasons weren't good, so that's why he's been blackballed. No, it's not. Okay, and whoever's saying that and trying to ride on that fucking wave, that means you're doing the same thing that Michael Vick is fucking doing. Okay, because what Michael Vick has done, he sold his soul. Because when he came into the fucking league, when he was playing, before his ass got arrested and put in jail behind the dog situation and all that, his ass was running around in fucking cornrows and fucking long ass hair and shit, playing football. Okay, but now, since he got out of jail and somebody went and stuck their neck out and gave him another chance, now he's got a debt to pay to these white folks.
Yeah.
And instead of him saying, "No, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. Nah, hell no." What he did is he bit off the fruit of the poisonous tree, and he's actually out there trying to sell this shit.
Yep.
He basically wants Colin Kaepernick to bend over and let them go on and dig him out with no Vaseline. Okay, that's what the fuck you want. Go cut your fucking hair off and then go running back to Massa, and go ahead and get your bootlick on and whatnot, and go and turn around, let him get a little piece of that tail, and he'll go and let you he'll go and let you run around on that plantation. Okay, although you're getting paid a lot of money, it's no difference if you don't take that money and do something with it.
The whole thing is, even if he cut his hair off and then he still stood for what he stands for, he still wouldn't be in there. So it doesn't really make a difference about his hair. Like you said, Mike Vick's just blowing smoke up people's ass. But I mean, if he did cut his hair, then what? And he's still standing up for what he believes in. What's the issue? It's still gonna be an issue. So I mean, that was a dumb statement. I mean,
see, now that's where it shows. Now, mind you, he actually said that he's not trying to be politically correct in saying these things. He's just trying to tell the brother how to get back in to the league. Okay, basically clean up your image. That's the route he's trying to take.
Kiss people's ass. That's what
that's ultimately what it fucking dials up to. You got to kiss their ass, bro, if you want to get back and play football. And Colin Kaepernick is like, dude, fuck you in that football. I don't fucking need it.
Exactly.
I played the game already. I've got my fucking money. I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do. Straight up. That man went out there and made a stance against the goddamn system. Is what he did.
And continues to make the stance.
Exactly. And they can't stand it. And see, since he continues to not go in there and cower down to these white people, okay, and kiss their ass, lick their fucking boots, and let him fuck him up his
blackballed him.
ass.
Yeah.
They blackballed him, and they think because he's not running to him and begging him to get back into the fucking league. Now they're going to try to get the fucking the coon that they can find to go out and try to silence him.
Yep.
To go out and try to bring him back, because what he did, nobody forgot about it. Everybody's still remembering exactly what the fuck happened. And the longer he stays out, and the longer you blackball this guy, all it does is strengthen his case. Okay? Now people are looking like, well, shit. If you had a young kid out there and he's thinking, damn, I want to get to the NFL because I want to make all that money because I want to be just like Colin Kaepernick, and so many young kids are trying to be, guess what? Colin Kaepernick made a stance against the damn system, the mighty oppressor, all the police brutalization, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then his ass got out of football and he said, fuck you, I'm gone. He's trying to discover his roots. He'd have been in Africa, over in Ghana, eating the food, visiting kids, tracing his lineage and whatnot. Some young kid is looking at that.
That's right.
That's what they don't want. They don't want the fire to be ignited in some young kids, because his face is everywhere. His jerseys were selling off the charts. So they figure, damn, he's not coming back. He done told us to kiss his goddamn ass. Oh shit, we can't let him wander around free like this, because it's gonna catch fire. It done caught fire. You gonna have too many people that'll get behind him and support him. We need to send out somebody to do some damage control, and they found Vic's ass. Hey man, we gave him another shot. We let him recap his career. We let him close his career out on top. Okay, it was tarnished. We let him go on and polish that motherfucker up and go on out the front door and not at the back door.
Well, shit, they blackballed him too.
Big time.
Thank you. Behind a dog.
But what he did, cut his goddamn hair.
No, I'm talking about when he came back into the league.
Oh yeah.
Remember he fucked up that one season and had a horrible season, and you know what they did? The Eagles released him. He went to the Jets. Jets didn't want him, kicked him off. He went to the Steelers. He did something while Ben Roethlisberger was gone. He couldn't do much.
Yeah.
Vic ain't getting it. Kicked him out.
But I'm saying what he did, he went back bootlicking.
Yeah.
After that dog case went out, they was like, hell no. He went back bootlicking and cut his little fucking hair, put a part there, whatever the fuck he did, shit, and got his ass back in. And he went through all the bullshit, went through the gauntlet and all that. And now his ass is sitting there talking about Colin Kaepernick need to fucking do the same. Turn his back on his goddamn people. You guys listen up.
Blackball. I happen to think that it's about teams wanting their quarterback to be all in.
It has nothing to do with him being blackballed. The gesture that he made, last year when he took the stand to do what he did, listen, we all appreciated it. We respected it. And it was a good thing. It was a good, I really think, the stand that he took has nothing to do with him not having a job or playing in the National Football League right now. And being frank, Colin didn't have the best 2 years, his last 2 seasons. I mean, it wasn't as productive as what we've seen him do. And maybe it's due to coaching changes and musical chairs in the positions around them and the players. But I think in terms of him getting back out on the field, it's going to have to be a team that can suit his skill set and what he does.
Yeah, well, that's Michael the Coon, Vic. I at one point, again, I thought Vic was a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? I thought he got shitted on with that whole dog shit because he actually wasn't present when the shit was going on. They got him because it was on his property, some property that he owned or whatever. And they did how white people do, okay? They did some Black Panther shit on him. Okay, we got him on this little technicality, but we're gonna throw the fucking book at him. Are you crazy? No, they ain't crazy. They're white people. That's what they do. But when his ass went on, did his time and he got out, okay, now we got your attention, nigga. Because before, he wasn't listening to him.
Not at all.
He wouldn't made a bunch of money. What his ass should have done when he got out, when they approached him again, man, fuck you. Get the fuck out my yard, homie. You on my property. Now guess what? You ain't invited. I got a right to shoot your motherfucking ass. Get the fuck off my property. But he didn't. He bought the deal that they gave to him. And now his ass is up there singing and dancing and jigging and whatnot, trying to get Colin Kaepernick to cool the fuck out. Go ahead and clean up your image, little boy. Go on, let the master gonna let you serve. He's gonna let you serve at the dinner table tonight. Okay, that shit fucked that up for me. That dude.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Colin is unfazed. Really, you're not hurting him at all. And you, Mike Vick of all, who I mean, come on now. Really?
Mr.
I mean, they
Hood.
blackball the hell out of you. You think he gonna listen to your ass?
Now, as I say, when I said at the beginning of the show that we actually have the line in the sand has been drawn, white, black. Okay, and who you have dancing on that fence are the coons and the nigger lovers. Okay, nigger lovers being the white people that actually don't have no problem with black people. Their folks call them nigger lovers, so they basically consider them black. So you got those ones that's on the fence like, damn, if I completely go over to that side with the brothers and sisters, shit, I can't come back on this side and enjoy none of this white privilege no more. So I gotta make up my mind which way I'm gonna go, because it's gonna affect my future. Then you got the coons, and we see where Michael Vick, we see the side of the fence he just dropped on. You at the master's table now, but you ain't sitting in a chair. You sitting on the floor hugging his goddamn boots is what the fuck you doing. And if anybody knows Michael Vick, tell them to call us up, 770-990-6399. I'd love to fucking talk to him.
This one hurts.
Now
that's my idol right there, man.
Yeah, now here we go to another one that's on the goddamn fence. Many of you know that he's a sports announcer for NBC, Mike Tirico. All right, you look at his goddamn picture. He's my color, literally my motherfucking color. Yo. Punk ass. He had the following to say about race. Why do I have to check any box? If we live in a world where we're not supposed to judge, why should anyone care about identifying? He continued, the race question in America is one that probably never produces a satisfactory answer for those who are questioning or asking the question. He said both his parents are white. Oh, fuck. I said it. He said both of his parents are white, and his upbringing was with an Italian family in Queens. Jeez. When people go around and say you are black, well, I don't encourage it, but by the same token, I don't back off of it. If you were to call me that, that's fine. But you know, in my whole family, there's nobody I know who is black. They showed a baby picture of him with the two parents, two crackers. Is holding this black motherfucker.
So he's adopted.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I know black women are the only ones that can produce any other colored child. Okay, black women have that gene. No other women on earth have that gene. Okay, black women, because that's where everything comes from. All right, two white people got this black baby. He talking about, I saw my dad's family pictures and his sister and his mom. They're all white. My mom, blah blah blah. He said, well, someday I would like to learn exactly what's going on and do my family tree and genealogy and all that crap.
The fuck you was adopted.
Exactly, dude. Now you gonna sit up here and try to play that shit because you trying to, again, straddle that fence. But like I said, the line in the sand has been drawn, and the coons and the nigger lovers are going to figure out what side they're going on, because the war has started. Okay, and before I said that, if somebody gets hurt or shot in your neighborhood or something happens or whatever, just because it doesn't happen in your immediate family and behind the closed doors that you sleep behind every night, it's somebody around you that you know. Somebody on your block, whatever. If that's it's connected to you. Okay, we have a situation that I'm not gonna go. When I get all the full details, I'll give it to you. But we have a situation where somebody that we know is involved in some shit, and it's racially motivated, highly racially motivated. Is a very, very serious incident. When we get all the details on it and figure out the game plan on how we're going to attack this thing, we'll let you guys know, because we will be needing some help. We're going to ask for help because we have one of our own that's actually caught up by these crackers and shit, and that person is going to need our help. So you guys stay tuned. We'll go back into the rest of this when we come out of this break.
But you don't hear me though.
He's hanging out with the Falcons just because you're on top of a mountain. But what goes up must come down, ho. They didn't give a fuck about 2 years ago. So what you gonna do when it's on sinking? Motherfucker, you probably start drinking. I don't know, but I'll never be someone's friend just because the fool's making dead presidents. Rodney O and Joe Cooley will never quit, and all that bullshit dancing ain't saying shit. I'm only down with my homies from the get-go. Fuck OPP in a sideshow. If you don't like it, here goes my middle finger. Rodney O's keeping one in the chamber. Who you fooling? You puffy pants punk hoe. Back to the hook, fool, but you don't hear me though.
Here I go with the flow from dope stuff from Joe. Why don't you sit back and yo and Bob with the tempo? So what up, niggas? Yeah, I got the funky jam coming from your blind side. Oh shit, here I am. I'm not down with the R&B, it makes me sick. Singing and crying, trying to add a rap on hip a bit. You know what I'm talking about? That shit's not real rap. They tried to add the hip hop flavor and it's still whack. Rodney O, Joe Cooley got the gangster track. Coming on strong, we not giving no slack. Kicking street shit, cause I know it would stick. I got the hoochie mamas humming on my dick. Sit back, rap lovers and smile. The Cooley's about to be your entertainment for a while. You love it, you like it, it's a straight up rap show. And to your R&B fans, you don't hear me though.
Y'all ready for this? Time for me to kick another fly funky verse. And if I die, put a sound system in my hearse. You don't hear me though, it's a title, bro. I'm calling money when I slam down my domino. Fever in the funk house, yeah. And if you play, then you know what I'm talking about. Who you fooling when you say that you can bet the O? I got a New York critic in a chokehold. He just my record cause he didn't like my vocals. Now I'm showing him the meaning of logo. I'm not friends with my peers, so I'm overlooked. I got the P-Funk fool on the funky hook. I'm paying suckers back for all the years of dissing me. But now I'm rolling and there ain't no stopping me. Rodney O and Joe down with the psycho. Back to the hook, fool, but you don't hear me though.
LA's the place where the hardcore is happening. That's the way it is, so that's the way we're rapping. Some New Yorkers don't know where we're coming from. If one has the nerve to try to this Compton, I take it personal when you diss my hood, son. Now you got me wanna break you off some. Yeah. Now you got me wanna break you off some. Yeah. Now you got me wanna break you off some.
Joe Cooley is, Rodney O is, this jam is, but you don't hear me though. But you don't hear me though.
10, nutty as they come, people face down. And none from the waist down. It's a Sunday, a gun day, rolling down a one way. In my lack, front back of a train track. On Dak and Herb, niggas swerve, it gets on my nerve. Bank my Dana's on the curb. In the gutter lane, I'm butter main. Foot to the flow, what you want from the stove? I'm broke as a motherfucker, nigga, by my single. Coming from Ingo, it's my jingle. Senior bitch at the scope, coulda took her. But niggas start to handcuff they hoes like TJ Hooker. Fool, I'm a bet, you can bet that I could dance underwater and not get wet. It's the
Nappy-headed nigga that can kill it rap. Everybody run when I bust a cap. Putting Inglewood up on the map. Look at what I do when I pulls my strap.
bust 2 rounds, the niggas about to clown. Bitch, hit the side of the storm, it's going down. Low ride, Mac 10, belling through the hood with stride. Low ride, Mac 10, belling through the hood with stride. Khaki suit, ski masks is my type. With my luck, cut my chucks on the bob. Why fool, where you keep the rims and tires? Or your life expires. I'm as nutty as Michael Myers. Didn't think about the rock waller. A lot of stitches in the ass, blood in the Impala. Sitting in the county with a gold record. Ice Cube sending pictures of bitches naked. Caught with a contraband in my hand. Mac 10, take the stand. Your Honor, I'm a changed man. So please let me go so I can flow. Got a show, had to ask the PO. Can I go? And if you say no, I'ma have to say, bitch, get out the car slow. And leave your fucking dough. Cause a nigga gotta eat fuck the world. Let the bullets hurl and feed my baby girl. Mac 10, yelling through the hood with stride. do. My mama wanna know why I do what I do. Cause I'm Superman, 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 Superfly. Fool, you can die. There's gonna be a lot of cars with they lights on. And I'm at home sewing stripes on. Cause I'm a general and you's a stowaway. About to buck you down with the stowaway. With no serial numbers. It's the summer when niggas die. It's hotter than July. You better say low before you get a halo. Plus wings in the gown when I come around. So take 10 paces and try to guess the color of my shoelace.
Oh, live. Hey, does anybody know what he just? You heard that little version that we said. There's a fool on the roof, yermed up in his birthday suit. Y'all know what that means?
Speak on
it. Back in LA, we call it. You say yermed up, you mean shermed up. This motherfucker smoking sherm. Sherm is a cigarette that they made, right? And what they used to do with the sherm, the cigarette, they used to take it and dip it in embalming fluid. That's what we call them sherm sticks. Because they take it in there, dip it, dry it up, break it off, and they sell it to these motherfuckers. They smoke that shit, and then they lose everything. I used to sit there and watch them out the front window, smoke that shit, and walk on the same block. I'm like, dog, you buying this? You might want to go home. They on the block, and motherfucker walk up and take all they shit, whatever they wanted. These fools walk around their drawers. I seen mailmen driving up in the USPS trucks, UPS motherfuckers driving up in the work truck. Work people coming up in uniform, they didn't give a damn, and get looped up on the fucking block and walk around for hours, man, high with no clothes on. When they come down, it's like, what the fuck?
Where's my truck?
You gotta get up out of here, homie. You gotta get up out of folks who took your truck. They done made runs in your shit. They doing drive-bys in the fucking mail truck, the whole fucking nine. This shit's crazy. But anyway, that's what that meant. I just man, it just took me back to what about shit. Over 30 years? Goddamn. Okay, hey, unless you sleep under a rock, benefit from white privilege, or perhaps mentally impaired, you would be hard-pressed not to notice the egregious miscarriage of justice. The scales of justice don't only apply to favor the non-melanated. They clearly unapologetically favor the so-called privileged ones. Within the last 4 weeks, we have several cops standing before the magistrate for shooting and killing unarmed black people, and none were convicted. These are just a few of many to see the inside of a court. Now we have a white officer being charged in the shooting death of a young African-American high school honor roll student leaving a party. And a black officer accused of shooting and killing a Caucasian woman engaged to be married. After she called 911 with complaints of hearing noise behind her house, she approached a police vehicle. As it arrived, and then she was shot and killed. All right, as racial tensions in the U.S. are already at the breaking point, will this be the straw that breaks the camel's back? What I'm referring to, if you guys don't know already, the two incidents. We have the ex Texas officer indicted on murder charge in the teen's death. A white former Texas police officer has been indicted on a murder charge in the April shooting death of a black teenager who was leaving a party. Dallas County District Attorney announced that the grand jury indicted former Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver in the death of 15-year-old Jordan Edwards. Oliver was fired in May for violating department policies after police department officials reviewed body cams footage of the incident, which showed Oliver shooting his rifle into a moving vehicle that was traveling away from him and another officer. Edwards, a high school freshman, was leaving the party with two teenage brothers and two other teens. Police arrived at the scene in Balch Springs, a suburb about 15 miles east of downtown Dallas, to investigate an underage drinking complaint when they heard unrelated gunshots and spotted the vehicle leaving. Shots from Oliver's rifle pierced the front passenger window, hitting Edwards in the head as he sat in the front seat. Johnson said Oliver was also indicted on 4 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon by a public official related to the other 4 teens who were in the car. Dallas Police County Sheriff's Department charged Oliver with murder in May. Less than a week after the shooting, Oliver turned himself in and posted bond. Last month, Oliver was indicted on 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon by a public servant in an unrelated incident where he is accused of displaying a gun during a traffic accident. Oliver was off duty in Dallas when another vehicle rear-ended his, and according to police report, he pulled his service weapon and kept it pointed at the ground. Wow. Yeah, that's that one, cat, and that we covered that on the show. That the kid when they were leaving that party, the guy came up. He approached the party. When he arrived late. There was already officers on scene. His ass arrived late, but he Johnny Hard charging his shit and started shooting. And he shot and killed this man. Now, a couple of days ago, Australian woman killed by police in Minneapolis. An Australian woman who was shot and killed by a police officer in Minneapolis on Saturday night in an incident the city mayor has called tragic and disturbing. Authorities in both the United States and Australia have not publicly identified the woman, but Australian media reports have named her as 40-year-old Justine Ruszczyk, okay, also known as Justine Damon. She's taken the husband's name already. She was killed after calling 911. After calling 911 to report a sound in the alley behind her home. Her future son-in-law, Zach Damon, said, basically, my mom's dead because a police officer shot her for reasons I don't know. He said in the video posted by the Facebook page for Women's March Minnesota. Yeah. I demand, now mind you, I demand answers. If anybody can help us, just call police and demand answers. I'm done with all of this violence. The shooting has raised questions after the state's Bureau of Criminal Apprehension said body cameras worn by the officers involved were not turned on at the time, and the squad camera did not capture the incident. That squad car did not capture the incident. The agency said it was looking to see if any of the video was taken. Now, the family and the mayor want justice and called the incident disturbing. As I said before, the line in the sand has been drawn.
Mm-hmm.
You have Colin Kaepernick. Then you have Michael Vick. Then you have Mike Tirico. These are people that's on the national stage that you see all the time. These are celebrities that you see all the time on the stage. The police, they're not celebrity. Well, they are now because they're on the news every fucking day for killing black people. Okay, but now what's going on is if people don't know or they can't see or tell exactly what's going on, the tide has turned. Okay, that tide has turned, and now in this country, along with the incident I was telling you guys about earlier about the person that we actually know, that they're involved in, it's also racial. Everything now, basically, not 100%, but it's damn near getting there. Everything that goes on now out in these damn streets, it appears to be between white and black, and it's in between the groups. Blacks are not fucking with white people, okay? But you got white people that are actually out looking for black people. When Donald Trump got elected, during the campaign and the whole nine, dude, he basically tapped the green light. He tapped the green light and woke all these motherfuckers up and told them, hey, it's okay. We can go back to the 60s, goddamn, it's Jim Crow 2.0. All black laws are in effect. White people, black people are subservient to you. You go back and claim what's rightfully yours and all that old rhetoric, all the rhetoric that they spew. But now you got white people that are actually coming at black people for no goddamn reason other than they want to try to test their machismo and shit. They want to stand up and try to be somebody big because that person's a different color than you. We'll come out of this break. We're going to finish the rest of this, man, because you guys need to know this line in the sand is dead serious. These people ain't playing. They're killing people. They're killing black folks. They ain't killing white people. They're killing black folks. You guys stay tuned.
It all started on a Saturday night. I was at the tilt, faded off the 8-ball when I got the phone call. I recognized the voice right off the back. Octavia, a.k.a. the neighborhood rat. I used to run up in the blood. I had to play broke because the bitch was known to twist more than 100 spokes. Talking about a party she was giving and niggas was dipping. She wanted me and my crew to come through. I couldn't find CJ, Tunes was out of town. And Mac and Q wasn't out nowhere to be found. And all the Bella Solo shit played out with Coolie High. Even in the movie, Damon called a black eyed bitch. Ain't no peace treaty, motherfuckers is losing. In 1998, ain't too many niggas choosing. So what makes you think I'm coming out tonight? Ho, you must be on Triple D, dick, dope, and dynamite. She kept claiming that security was tight. And if I came, we both be coming tonight. So I jumped off my kiss, now grabbed that coat of my coat. Picturing my dick all down this bitch throat. Loaded up my heater, took the black Nina. Jumped in my wrist, I catered for the west side. Rolling in the Regal with the naughty. Bumping flashlight, fool, headed for the party. Fucking with a house party. Shit ain't safe. Kids don't try this at home. It's going down. The music got the whole block blasting, and all I see is titties and bitches with big asses. I couldn't make it through, I had to go back and park around the corner cause the street was packed. So now I'm bailing till the party eyes damn near shut. Heater on my side, plus I'm high as fuck. Straight tripping off all these hood rats and shit. When niggas' names standing on the ankles and wrists, and all these cutlasses next to empty bottles of Hennessy. An early indication of gang banging activity. Got to the door, no security in sight. Just niggas riding on me, what that whoop-de-whoop like. I feel like a straight mark walking in the house, getting punked by niggas too young to get in Magic Mountain. So I rolled back, pointed right on the spot. Told them, fuck your set. That's when I heard the music stop.
Hey, nigga, what that stand for on your arm? Niggas having cash.
Stretched out on the floor, getting fucked up. All the salt knuckle hammers, the bottom of niggas' chucks. Bitches screaming, kick that nigga ass for me. He teeing on my dome, ain't no motherfucking sympathy. I grabbed my key and started bumping. Hit the back door, scot free, Logan. Who did I see? Octavia, pissy wet, drunk on the ground, passed out on the stomach with the pants hanging down. Shit ain't no jump, low. Fucking with a house party. Niggas is getting gunned down. I don't know about where y'all from, but ain't going down where I'm from. Fucking with a house party. Shit is real. Check it out. Woke up the next day, low cold in my arm, went on my eyes and head, more knots than Berry Farm. Called the whole up and cussed the punk ass out. She had the nerve to ask why a nigga turned the party out. Nigga, I screamed on that bitch. I banged on that bitch. Nutted up on that bitch. Hung up on that bitch. Stank ass skag, got niggas crossing enemy lines. I should have stayed home and listened to my first mind. Cause now when niggas laying down, man at the world. Looking like the Elephant Man with a jerry curl. Sitting the Killer King with 44 stitches. Fucking with these parties and these punk ass bitches. Fuck a house party. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with a house party. This shit is real low. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tell these motherfuckers. Fucking with a house party. Ain't nothing but motherfucking bandana swinging. Y'all know what time it is. Bandana season low. Fucking with a house party. Fucking with a house party.
Fucking with a house party. I don't know if you guys are familiar with house parties. Of course, you are. You're black folks, and a lot of us didn't have money to go to clubs. So house party was the next best thing. But house parties were the shit. But then once the gangbanging and shit jumped off, then the house parties became not the shit. All right. Nope. But house party was cool as hell. I used to love going to a house party instead of a club.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't stand clubs, but the house party was it, but it got so damn dangerous and shit. Jeez.
Shit, even the clubs are dangerous now.
Yeah, well, I ain't been to a club. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. But as I was saying, they drew a line. The line in the sand has been drawn in this racial war that these white people have been looking for years. Is now upon us. Okay, it's in the early stages of it, but make no mistake, the gloves have been taken off. The first lick has been passed, and it's on. Okay, it's just a matter of when black folks are going to get to the point where like, okay, I had enough of this shit. They started and then they stopped. When they started with the Dallas police shootings and then those string of shootings happened against those cops. At that point, I was like, okay, here it comes. Okay, but then the police backed off, so the black people backed off. Okay, but the police put their foot on the gas again, and now we're back at it again. So it's just a matter of when black folks are going to say, okay, we had enough of this shit, and they're going to start bringing the paint, start to go hard in the paint. Well, those two officers that I mentioned, the white one and the black one, you had one officer that killed a young black child, and then you had this officer that shot this white woman. Okay, and that officer is Mohammed Noor, Mohammed Noor, black dude. As soon as I seen the picture, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna hang you. But the significance of this whole thing is, like Baltimore, you had 3 black cops killed Gray, right? It was 3 black cops and 3 white cops. You see, they all got off, but all those cops were involved in the same crime. Okay, but because of those 3 white cops, them 3 black cops got off because they couldn't separate them.
Right.
It would have. They knew, okay, if you separate these motherfuckers, it's gonna cause turmoil. They're gonna turn Baltimore the fuck upside down and attack that motherfucking courthouse and all kind of shit. It's gonna go. So like, you know what? You 3 niggas just got a ride. Y'all just got a free ride. Get out of jail ticket. Period. Fuck it, let it go. In order to get these 3 off, we gotta let them go with them. Mm-hmm. But in this particular case, we got 2 officers, 2 completely different, 2 completely separate incidents, but ended in the same result. 2 people got killed. Mm-hmm. 1 white, 1 black, and the opposite race killed each one of these people. So now they are look in the autopsy. The coroner, he already labeled it as murder. Before the investigation is fully completed, he's already talking about it's murder. Already. So now what I'm wondering is, how in the fuck is this going to play out in court? Okay, that black officer shot that white woman. This white officer shot that brother, that kid that was actually leaving the fucking scene. Now, this kid was leaving the scene. You fired into a fleeing vehicle, okay, and killed somebody. This dude here, they pulled up in the damn driveway in the alley. She came out approaching the vehicle, and if I'm correct, it was kind of dark out there. It wasn't in daylight. But this idiot, he reached across and shot her through the damn driver's window. He was in the passenger seat. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about. The first thing came to my mind when I heard that you weren't even out the vehicle and you reached across and shot through the driver's window at this woman and killed her, shot her in the goddamn stomach. I'm thinking black police showing out for the white cop.
Oh, he going down.
That's what the fuck I'm thinking. And neither one of you guys had your body cams on. The squad car dash cam wasn't on. What in the fuck were you guys doing? How come the white boy ain't fired a shot, fool? Why you had black police showing out for the white cop? Again.
Yeah,
it'd be
different. It'd be different if you shot somebody black, but since she's white, no,
you
ain't showing out for
the
shit.
mayor got on the fuck. She was already there. This is such a disturbing incident, and we just want justice. Her father said, we just want the light of justice to shine down on this incident. I'm like, dude, you sound like a white Martin Luther King. Goddamn. I mean, these motherfuckers is on it. I don't see these motherfuckers out here parading around for this young black man, this young black kid that got shot. But now they're both going to end up in fucking court. Both charged with murder. But black dude ain't been charged yet, though. See, because they ain't even finished the investigation. It just happened a couple days ago. My man shit, the investigation is done. They already, hey, yeah, that's murder. Straight up. It seemed like the rest of the cops decided we ain't falling on the sword for your punk ass, dude. We're not. There's no way for us to explain our way out of this shit. You back there, the car's back going that way. What the fuck? If people are already on the scene investigating, what the fuck are you doing? Homie, you on your own, G. With this brother? Homie, yeah, they gonna fry your ass. But the thing is, I'm trying to figure out, and see, this is where we can learn from these white people. And I keep telling people all the time, you have to know the enemy. Whoever you're in battle with, you need to study them. You need to find out exactly how they do everything that they do. All right, this is how you defeat these people. Okay, whoever your enemy may be, this is how you defeat them. You have to understand mentally how they operate. You have to know exactly how they operate, how they make their plans, exactly what they want to do. You have to know all of that shit. Well, here we go. Now it's going to be a good lesson. How are they going to get this white dude off and hang that black dude? And they're both going to court for the same thing, murder. He's not the white boy going for manslaughter or second degree manslaughter or discharging a firearm, negligence or some shit like that, something they could just write off. It's fucking murder. Okay? First degree murder. Then you got this man over here. It's murder as well. How are they going to get this white boy off and still hang that black dude? Now, the dude that's in the car, homeboy's partner, I'm thinking he's white because they never show the white people's pictures and shit on the TV. When they come reporting it, they never, if there's something wrong going down, they won't show the white folks. They'll show black people. They won't show white people. They want you to think that it's always black that's doing all this dumb shit. In this particular case, it happens to be, it was a black officer that shot this white woman. His partner is sitting in the driver's seat, which means basically, I think that means if the veteran cop is the one who rides, the rookie is the one who drives. So, what were you doing? That this man had to reach across you to shoot her. And brother, what was you thinking doing that? What the fuck? And then they threw a video in there and shit, man, of her. Oh, she was a spiritual mentor, and they showed her there talking to people, had the Bible in her hand and the whole. And I'm like, God, it just happened hours ago, and you guys already got it all made up and got it painted of roses and shit all on the damn. I was like, wow, God damn,
wow,
man. If you don't, hey, look,
the fact that his name was Muhammad, he was a goner right then and there.
Yeah, terrorism's tied to that. I'm gonna be surprised. Though, will they try to get him by trying to tie him to some type of terrorist group because he's Muslim?
I wouldn't doubt
okay,
it.
Now, but what I have to say on it is just like I was saying, a line in the sand. Okay, now you got the dude that was in the car, your partner. What side is he gonna fall on? Is he gonna go on with the white folks, or is he gonna try to get your back? Whatever story you guys came up with, is he gonna try to back your play?
Nope.
Okay, so that right there, line in the sand, he's straddling the fence as well. Tarico, he's straddling the fence. Mike Vick, straddling the fence. Kaepernick, he ain't straddling shit. That motherfucker, he ran as far fucking in the black front lines he could get. He like, shit, you kiss my ass. You in the NFL and all that. Now, I'm looking at Vick. We all know for years now, I think it started with the Patriots. They wanted to change the image of the NFL because the image of the NFL, they became black because the coveted position in the NFL has been the quarterback. Always been held by a white boy. They would never let the brothers, it was a few here and there, even back in college in the 60s, here and there you would have somebody who's just a rebel. Fuck it, I'm going to do that shit. I want to win. And get a black quarterback and we're winning. But when it goes to the next level to the pros, he come in and make him a receiver or some shit like that. Well, nowadays, you got black quarterbacks that are actually dominating. Because you got the black ones, you got the white ones out there, but the black ones bring so much more to the game than these white guys just dropping back in the pocket, sitting there and looking for somebody to pass. That's it. Black folks is running back in a circle. They jumping over goddamn people, throwing the ball 70 yards down the fucking field, running 4 3s, 4 2s and shit, 6'6", 250 fucking 60 pounds of shit, and you can't stop them, you can't do shit with them. They changed the face and the color of football. So now they got to change it back. Here comes fucking the relic, Tom Brady, Mr. fucking All-American, bitch-ass motherfucker. Okay? It didn't work. Okay? They trying to give him all the accolades. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. But as soon as you let this dude play on his own without any help from the referees, he goes back to play just like how he plays at his level. He can't win. Straight up. So they figure we got to aid this. We got to change this around. But the big quarterbacks coming out the NFL, out of college now are black. People are going for the black quarterbacks. They try to change that shit around. Well, you got people like Vic that are actually dropped on the side of the white people. Now they're trying to fucking help it out a little bit. Make this brother come back there and lick boots. Okay? Send a message to the rest of the brothers in the NFL. You see what they did to for the Panthers, Cam,
Yeah.
in the Super Bowl. These dudes had a beautiful season. You see when the Super Bowl came around, how they jerked them dudes around, man. How they jerked them around. Tom Brady, 16-0. Go to Super Bowl. Fuck it. Oh, they got this. They let it go. Let them play straight. And they lost. They got their ass whooped. See? Excuse me. But the line in the sand has been drawn, and it depends on what side you want to be on, but it doesn't make a difference. Either side, you better get on the one that's going to benefit you and your family, because when it's all said and done and the smoke is cleared, the strongest will survive. All right, but bet money on it that it's going down. There's no way around it. They've been pushing at this for years. Okay, I'm gonna say this to all black people. Really, we must become revolutionary intellectuals. Straight up, we must. Okay, we got to become extreme in combating all messages and the info that's destructive to the black community. And that means people like Vic, people like Tarico, and some of these other clowns that have stepped forward. Hell, you look. They don't. White people don't give a fuck if you kill a black person, or if Kaepernick would have done that or whatever, they wouldn't give a fuck. They don't give a damn about his fucking cornrows, none of that shit. As long as you get out there and make that goddamn win them games, make the money, whatever. Okay? Because you got fucking Ray Lewis. This motherfucker here, that's black kid they killed. His ass got him a job sitting up there and fucking calling games, color commentator. Because it was black, so it's like, whatever. Look at Ray Rice, though. It's like that white girl. They jumped all in his ass. He out of football. Straight up gone. Kaepernick stood up against the white folks. Blackballed. They don't give a damn. Ray Lewis, that's another one.
Oh, yeah.
That has sold his ass. He gets him on TV and trying to tell people this, that, and that. Michael Irvin's another motherfucker that sold his ass. Jerry Rice, oh, damn. So many of them have sold their asses, but
Jerry Chicken and Rice.
Oh, biscuits on the fucking helmet and shit.
Pot pies.
But like I said, we have to be extremely combative against all of these images, all this negativity, all these comments and commentary that destruct or destroy our black communities. Okay, we have to be aware and cognizant of not just the white people that's out there. We know they're trying to get us, but we have to be cognizant of those black people that they've employed, okay? Because they use them because they know they can walk through our hoods and shit. But if we know exactly who these people are, when they come walking through the fucking hood, don't let them walk through your damn hood. If they continue to think they're whatever, beat their head in, straight up. Because you've already chose what side of the fence you falling on. Because you finna walk through our hood and talk cool to us, try to get us to submit, and then you finna go back across there with Becky and Kip and them, you know what I'm saying? Drinking shit when you got to put out your pinky finger and shit, and sitting down and eating when you got to pick the right fork and all that old bullshit. I don't need all that shit, man. Open that box of chicken up. I'm grabbing my fucking hand. I'm eating the shit. The cup, I'm grabbing it. I don't need all that shit. But we got to be cognizant of what's going on and take this to heart. It's very serious. Like I said, we don't hate white people, all right? I just don't like the motherfucking white people that oppress us, the ones that goddamn beat on us and kill our damn folks, man. I can't stand it. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you down black folks, okay, so be it. Let's ride. But if you ain't, get your ass over there, man, because the shit's going down. But all these things that we talk about on this show are things that people need to go research. You guys go research this stuff. You can determine from there what you want to do. Okay? We're just the gateway for people in this information. You hear it here. If you haven't heard it, you hear it, research it, and then decide what you want to do. But just best believe, man, this shit is going down. Ain't no more marching and shit and singing praises and hymns and all that crap. That shit is old, outdated. It ain't working. Okay? That don't sit down at the table and we can talk peacefully and all that bullshit. They don't want to talk peacefully. They want to enslave the fuck out of us. Straight up. So on that note, we're about to get up out of here, and I'd like to thank everybody on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for tuning in. And we'll see you guys on Monday. We'll see you guys on Monday and Wednesday. Like I said, if anybody knows Michael Vick, if you know Michael Vick, tell him to call us up, 770-990-6399. If anybody happens to run into or talk to Dr. Boyce Watkins or Dr. Umar Johnson, have them give us a call as well. Actually, and if you run into anybody or talk to anybody that's uplifting Black people and they're about what's best for Black people, have them give us a call, man. 770-990-6399. We do not discriminate. One.
The police are there not to, in our community, not to promote our welfare or for our security and our safety, but they're there to contain us, to brutalize us and murder us because they have their orders to do so. Police in our community couldn't possibly be there to protect our property because we own no property. They couldn't possibly be there to see that we receive the due process of law for the simple reason that the police themselves deny us the due process of law. And so it's very apparent that the police are only in our community, not for our security, but the security of the business owners in the community, and also to see that the status quo is kept intact. When we first started, we had a police alert patrol, and we would patrol the community. If we saw the police brutalize anyone, we would put an end to this. Usually the police wouldn't brutalize anyone if we were on hand because we were armed, and if the police arrested the individual, we would follow him to the jail and bail the individual out. Whether he was a Panther or not, and we would gain many recruits like this. So therefore, the community started to say that, well, these people are really concerned about our welfare.
Those who can't be themselves shall be destroyed. Students, listen to the lesson I'll be teaching. Learn by holy intellect, cause it's a blessing. Teachers, study what is spoken through the speaker. Weaker preachers, there's no need for manifesting. I'm the star, soul controlling all within the solar. Poor, so I'm a righteous teacher from the heart. Praise your God, all praises due to Allah. 7 Psalm, the holy intellect being taught. Grab a hold, I'm not here to promise any gold. Lessons told, a story about a trader of that type. I tell this mic that I'm not here to feed your fantasy, cause that ain't right. I guarantee you everlasting life mentally. The holy intellect is infinite, it has been since Adam worked upon the holy soil, I'll destroy you. Any man possesses 6.5, I laugh at that. Then watch his brain cells boil, PRT. But righteous teachers, culture free and me, it's got to be the holy intellectuals of this set. But don't forget, we also drop a naked booty bust, but now we test this holy intellect. Must be speaking upon the mental. My temple, where might I stand within divine land? God stepping up to me, say, G, you have to understand. You got to do this like a black man. So I take this into content. Call upon the intellect to create what I did. Ghetto, stay strictly ghetto is my motto. I got them trying to place me as a role model. Should one say role model, or should the term be example of a wise black leader, speaker? Some will say poor righteous teacher, weaker. People don't always agree. Check what I may manifest next. Poorly righteous teachers dropping holy intellect, giving you the best of what I'm a protest. Divine as my projects, hell yes. Listen to the hypeness, no other style is like this. So you can stop the righteous will manifest. Oh, you haven't did it yet, you posse ought to step. Your mental stimulated from this holy intellect. Anything not tempered or diluted with G, supremely being sacred to me. That's gotta be. That one of a posse PRT. That's smoking these. Cause that ain't where we wanna be. Intellect, the wisest manifestation of the thought. PRT, poor righteous teachers teaching from the heart. I was lost, but now I'm found and all I'm being taught. Calm down. In other words, don't let me start. Cause I'm the teacher. Teaching those that lack what I be teaching. For those speaking, poor righteous teachers never know till weekend I be reaching. Those within the ghetto because they're seeking wise leaders. Not Peter poison animal, eater neither. Peace I greet ya. Those who knowledge suffer, those without. Take me out. Those native thoughts are soon to fade away. Cause I don't play. I think the life of snakes that will expand as of this day. You it remains this way. PRT, where righteous teachers giving what you get bit for bit. Not from a $6 rhyme kit. Sit as I proceed to give you it. It's legit from this holy intellect. intends not to shine. Blind anyone that laughs at my kind. Why? Because PRT is holy as the mind. Check. What must one do to come next? Let's show holy intellect. Thoughts creeping from the crescent of the brain cells fell deep into this mic that I be holding. I told them PRTV's always so controlling. They laugh, but listen to the lessons I'll be blowing. I'm the teacher, or am I one subjected to the negative? Nope. It's amazing how my thoughts can be wrote to perform. Pardon, may I ask what's going on? What is born? The wise is making knowledge born. Now I say yes. Well, someone say Y equals to himself, Y equals self. I'm born to be the opposite of North Spot of flow. For righteous teachers know that we be poor, we gotta go. Peace, but we'll be back though.
By the people. 360 degrees of knowledge and hip hop.
The knowledge itself, there's nothing I can't solve. At 360 degrees, I revolve.
Real hip hop heads conscious radio.